PCC really encouraged me, and look where I'm at now. If you have a dream, PCC will get you there.
Hey, what up? It's Mondo Fresco from Power 6, and Nikki Jeezy is a true professional. We love having her here. She's one of us, and she knows exactly what she's doing. If PCC can give her that kind of background, they can do the same for you. Make sure you catch Nikki Jeezy, one of PCC's own, on the Mondo Show every Saturday night from Power 6.
Yeah.
To start your radio career, contact Pasadena City College, Performing and Communication Arts.
Well, welcome. This is Dr. Joe Connor, the Connor Bubble. This is the fifth week of our broadcast in the month of November. And when we have a fifth week of broadcast, we dedicate ourselves to fundraising. And what we're going to do is introduce you to a new concept for some of you. It's called prospect analytics. Write it down, because this is the key to whether your fundraising campaigns will be successful or not. And also, if your rate of return on your investment is going to be efficient, you're going to have to get into what we call prospect analytics. And I will be doing a webinar on this in the future, probably the first part of next year, and we'll keep you posted. What we're going to be doing is just walking you through a scenario on fundraising, and we're going to be looking at 10 cities today, and then on Wednesday we'll be looking at another 10 or so cities, another 14 cities, talking about fundraising potential in these various cities. And so, again, if you got a desire to ask us some questions about fundraising, where you find the money, give us a call, Lancer Radio, here at area code 626-585-7227, and we'll be able to help you, and then possibly on Wednesday come back and give you some analysis of your city of your choice, how much money is actually available for fundraising. So here's the scenario. Let's imagine that you are a nonprofit and you are trying to figure out where should you go to raise money, and you may be in one particular city and you want to see how your city fares in terms of monies that's available for fundraising. And we want to give you some discussions on what to look for and some questions to ask. And what we're going to do in this particular segment, we're going to be looking at roughly 11 cities: Los Angeles, California; Seattle, Washington; Portland, Oregon; Anchorage, Alaska; Honolulu, Hawaii; Las Vegas, Nevada; Houston, Texas; New Orleans. We're also going to look at Olive Branch, Mississippi. It's an area that you probably never heard of, but it's one of the 50th fastest growing communities in the country. So that's in Olive Branch. Beautiful city in Mississippi. Also Birmingham, Alabama, and Miami, Florida. Okay, so one of the things you have to first really realize is that what are you all about? I mean, what's your purpose? I mean, what's your nonprofit's single most important attribute? And there are some things you need to be able to focus on because there's a lot of organizational types. In fact, in my consulting company, we're able to parse out 27 different organizational types, and each organizational types have subcategories that can range about from 5 to 10 subcategories within the major organizational types. So what we're going to do is look at two major organizational types. One is education and the other is healthcare. And we're going to be asking the question, how many, looking at just the top 3 cities and the 11 cities we're going to look at today, what's the pool of potential applicants in that particular city? And so that's how we're going to work it. So you know that you do some nonprofits and you want to find out what can you do. The first thing you need to find out is how many people are in that 1%. See, I only focus with the 1%. You hear so much about the negativity of the 1%. But let's face it, if you're going to go, what did they say in the old days about a bank robber? I think it was Dillinger. Say, Dillinger, why do you rob banks? And he said, well, that's where the money is. And so in terms of doing fundraising, you need to know where the money is. And that's what we're going to talk to you about, give you a sense of the pool of monies that are available, and to let you know that there's not a shortage of money within the United States of America. Now, there are a lot of hurting people. That is very true. But if your point as a nonprofit is to help your nonprofit, then you don't want to put stress on people who are already stressed out. So if you're going to be talking to people, you need to talk with people who have the liquidity to be able to help you. And not only that, the next level is that of those people who have the potential to give, how many of them really are committed to helping out? And we can find that out too. I call those people A++. And so we're going to be able to tell you in the top 3 cities what is the percentage, not the percentage, but the actual number of people as of today, November the 28th, 2011, how many people in those particular cities are capable of donating. And then we're going to go even further. We're going to look at those people who are highly motivated. What percentage or what fraction of those people would like to help healthcare? And what fraction would like to help in the area of education? This is just education, and healthcare is just two of the 27 organizational types that my company happens to go after in terms of helping nonprofits and schools locate prospects. So what we're going to do on this program is to educate you what kind of questions you should be asking, and also if the people who are raising your funds are not providing you with this information, maybe they're trying to, let's say, take care of fleas when you actually need to have some jumping frogs to meet your particular needs. So if you have someone who's only been capable of handling fleas and how high fleas can jump, and you got a need that is frogs need to leap, you're going to have a problem because they're going to be fighting you all the way. So you need to be aware, are the people who are doing the fundraising or supposedly doing the fundraising, or if they're just there to keep their job. I'll give you a particular example. I was talking to a local school district and asking about fundraising, and they said, well, we can't work with you because you're not within the district. And so then I asked a question, have any of those people in the district offered to help you raise $10 million? And the person said no. So that person immediately told me that this person was more concerned about keeping their job than raising money for the schools. And my contention is that one of the problems that we have in the schools is that we got people who supposedly raising money for schools more concerned about their jobs than really raising the money for meeting the needs of the students. And I say that not only in the K-12 area, but I would dare say it's the same thing in the college arena as well. Particularly in the community colleges, many times community colleges have this stigma about being a community college, and they don't think they can compete with the so-called big boys like USC, MIT, Caltech, Stanford, and things of this nature. But we want to let you know that that's not true. Pasadena City College, for one, is a premier institution. Great reputation, and then there's no reason that we can't compete with the big boys, and I think we will with the new staff that we're getting on campus, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. So we're going to be educating you on some things. I think we have a caller. Hold on, let me see. Hello, this is Dr. Connor on the Connor Bubble. I guess not. Okay. And so what we want to do is to continue to share some information with you and to be able to help you learn a little bit more about prospect analytics. And we said, again, the cities we're going to focus on is Los Angeles, Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, Anchorage, Alaska, Honolulu, Las Vegas, Nevada, Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Olive Branch, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, and Miami, Florida. So what we want to do is to talk about those particular cities in terms of where they stand, in terms of the potential to raise money. So what we want to do is share the information we have and with those particular cities. And so what we want to do is to share that with you. for example, in the Los Angeles area, there's a tremendous amount of people who can give money in terms of their particular offering. So what we want to do is to be able to help you learn that particular information, and we want to see how that works out for you. One